The Bank of Canada made waves yesterday, cutting the key interest rates. So now the question becomes, what does that mean for the housing market? Joining us now in the CTV Barrie studio is real estate broker Peggy Hill. Great to have you.
Great to be here.
Let's talk about what yesterday's decision meant in the big picture.
So yesterday's decision, like I've always said, when the Bank of Canada drops, the variable rate will drop, and you will get a little bit less on your home line of equity. So that payment will be smaller, but it has nothing to do with the 5-year fixed. So the bond market dictates that. And the other thing it does, it brings up consumer confidence. So people are a little happier. I mean, if this is the trend that we're on, like, so be it. Like, you know, people will feel some relief. So definitely a positive day yesterday.
And when we look at trends, if we jump forward to next month, where the next decision comes from the bank, what are some of the key pieces of data that people should keep in mind?
So I think so there was no monetary policy this month. There will be next month. But I think I watched his announcement and the talk after about 100 times because I'm trying to figure out just where all this is heading, because he keeps saying that he's looking at very short term. He's saying he's not looking at long-term trends. He's just looking at the data as it comes out right now, because there's so much uncertainty. And we've always been told that this data doesn't affect us for another 12 to 18 months. So the fact that they're looking meeting by meeting really emphasizes what kind of uncertainty we're all living under. I mean, who doesn't feel that? So I believe they've never cut just one time. So are we going to get another cut next month? Probably. But again, he said he's going to wait for the numbers to come out the next month and go with that. Okay. But at this point, the bond market, you know, the bond market yesterday had already baked in this quarter drop, and the Fed dropped a quarter yesterday, and that was already baked in. So the bond market that dictates the 5-year fixed is actually up. So you know, that's what really affects people's mortgages, is because most people are not on variable. They're on a fixed rate. So going forward, that's what we watch, and that'll be the barometer we use. Buyers will be happy with this because they can qualify for more. And the interesting thing about buyers, we are definitely in a buyer's market in Simcoe County, definitely. Our months of inventory are pretty high. We are in a buyer's market. However, it's a very different buyer's market, because typically in a buyer's market, you have one person for every 100 houses on the market. And that's not what we're seeing right now. We're seeing homes that have been sitting on there and dropping their prices, and all of a sudden there's 5 buyers for that home. So instead of the buyers, you know, being far and few in between, there's actually tons of them out there. They were just waiting for the prices to drop, I guess, to these levels.
Okay. From real estate to the weather, shall we head outside?
Let's go.
KC, more good weather on the way, I hope.